Alright guys, don't forget that we release tutorials every Monday and Friday evening, 7 PM, so go and subscribe and you can learn a whole heap of songs. Alright guys, so we start out with our A chord, played down here on the 2nd fret. Now, I'm going to suggest using a little finger, ring finger and middle finger, but you can use any combination you like. But I prefer to use my little finger like so. And what you're going to do is you're going to pluck with your thumb the A bass, like so. And then using your next 3 fingers, you're going to play your D string, G string, the G string on the guitar, not the G string in your butt, and then your B string, okay? So you pluck those together, and you're going to hammer on from the open B string or the open 2nd string to the 2nd fret. Okay, using your little finger if you're using that, or if you're playing these ones, you'll be hammering on there. Okay, so you play the chord and hammer onto the 2nd fret, like so. Okay, so that's how we begin. Okay, so you play the chord once and hammer on, pluck the chord again without the bass note, and then slap. Okay, so we've got like that. Okay, so play the chord with the bass, hammer on, play the chord again without the bass, and then slap. And when I say slap, I'm simply just tapping on the dead strings like so. And then play the chord once more. Okay, so that's our little plucking pattern. So we're going like that. Okay, and then our 2nd chord is an A major 7th chord. Now, of course, you could play an A major 7 like so, okay, for a simple version. But I'm gonna suggest we play it in this open chord because you can clearly hear the guitar player sliding up. Now, to slide onto this, it would be like so, and it's a bit awkward. So instead, we're going to play it up here. Now, to do this, it's just like playing an A minor chord. The shape is an A minor shape, but if you move that up here, so now our 1st finger is on the 5th fret of your B string, and then our ring finger and middle finger are going to the 6th fret of your G string and D strings. Okay, and if you slide that chord in like that, it just adds a little bit of beauty, you know what I'm saying? And also, we've still got this open A bass on the 5th string, okay? So that's your 2nd chord. So 1st chord. Okay, next chord, slide in. Same pattern. Okay, our 3rd chord is an F sharp minor 7, and to do that you can bar the 2nd fret, all of the strings, and pluck your low E bass, okay, which is an F sharp, and then the same 3 strings that you've been playing the whole time, okay, D string, G string, B string. Okay, so F sharp minor 7 like that. So far we got F sharp minor. Okay, and then we're going to quickly change to our D sus chord, and to do that, you're going to use your middle 1st finger on the 2nd fret of your G string, and your ring finger onto the 3rd fret of your B string, just like you're playing a D chord, except no high F sharp note there. You just take that finger off. Okay, and the bass note is now this D bass on the 4th string. Okay, so F sharp. And to do that, we play the bass, and you're going to pluck each note individually. Okay, so using your 1st finger, middle finger, and then your 3rd finger, like that. Like that. And then lastly, we've got this little hammer on from our, so get rid of your other fingers and just leave your 1st finger on the 2nd fret of your G string, and then hammer on to the 2nd fret of the B string. Okay, so open, hammer on, pull off. Okay, so what I'm doing there is I'm only playing the note once with my right hand, playing that B string once, but then once I play it, then I hammer on quickly using the strength of my middle finger, and then I pull off of that note, and then so the note sounds again as an open string, but using the same middle finger is doing all the work. So again, on the right hand, you only play the note once, the B string once, like that. but the rest, your middle finger does the rest of the work where it hammers on and pulls off. And then the last note is that G string, second fret again, okay? So, like so, okay? Like that.
I'm here for your birthday, Nat.
Thank you, it is my birthday. Thank you, Ari. Thank you, Ari, my beautiful niece, Ari and Elijah, standing at the door wishing me a happy birthday as I try and film this tutorial very quickly before our family dinner. Thanks, guys. I'm going to get back to teaching now. So we've got our F sharp. Okay, like that. That's where we're up to. And then you're going to play the F sharp again. And then you just simply play your D sus chord again. You don't need to do the hammer on bit, but you can if you like. Okay, so if we put all of that together, we got. Okay, then down to our F sharp, and then our little plucking, like that. F sharp again. Okay, and then we're back to the beginning. Like so. All right, now the variation parts that he plays. One time he jumps up an octave, and I think he's actually going all the way up here onto our 14th fret. You could play it like this, and now it's exactly the same as we're playing it down here. Okay, but now you jump up to the 14th fret, still with this open A bass, and it's going to be exactly the same, okay? Except the second chord now is going to be on the B string, 14th fret, on the G string, 13th fret, and then on the D string, 14th fret. Still open bass, A, okay? Still A major 7. Just gives it a bit of an octave jump and a nice little change. And then for our D chord this time, we're going to play it as a bar chord. So we're going to bar the 5th fret, and then we're going to add our ring finger to the 7th fret, middle finger to the 6th fret of your G, and then ring finger to the 7th fret of your D string. Okay, and that's a D major 7. So instead of our D sus, he's replacing it with a D major 7th chord, which is a beautiful little variation. Okay, so for that round, towards the end of the song, you can switch it up by doing this variation here. It's exactly the same chords, so yeah, I mean, it's easy enough. Sounds beautiful. Sorry, and I should mention that the F sharp this time, instead of being on the 2nd fret, we're all the way up here on our 9th fret, barring all the strings except for our low E, and then we also add our middle finger to the 10th fret of the B string and ring finger on the 11th fret of the D string. Like that. Okay, so we're jumping from our F sharp minor 7 to our D major 7. Hey you, looks like your fingers are pretty tired and need a break. One great way that you can do that is take your right hand, scroll on down, click that subscribe button, and then you just feel the power come back into your fingers. Boom, and you're back ready to play some more Justin Bieber. And that is the whole song, with, other than I should say that there is another variation where when we're up here, okay, where they do a little climb down from the D major 7 to our A with a C sharp bass, or C sharp minor 7. So if this one is simply just bar your 4th fret and then add your middle finger to the 5th fret of your B string. Okay, bass note is this. Just play those 2 notes. Move that down 2 more frets. And then lastly, you can play this E9 just by barring the entire 7th fret except for the low E. And you can play that bass note and then all of these strings here, like that. Okay, so it would sound like this, the variation round. Okay, and then we're back to with it. Okay, there we go. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please consider subscribing to our channel. That would be awesome. Also, leave us a comment with what song that you want to learn next, and we will endeavor to make that for you. You can click the circle button to subscribe. You can click the box to go to another Justin Bieber guitar tutorial. God bless you guys, and we'll see you again next time.